So I have people ask me this question all the time. And in fact, it's usually one of the number one questions I get asked whenever I engage in a new consulting relationship. Any guesses as to what it is? They want to know what is the number one fastest way to increase their retention. Now, thing that I love about this is my clients know that retention is a must move indicator in their business. That retention is directly related to the revenue and the profitability of their business. And so they need to care about it, especially as the business scales. I love that. But what I don't love is that they want the magic formula. However, I will tell you that for most people, there really is one thing that you need to be focused on at first to get your retention to move. It's often the biggest opportunity that most online program owners, whether you have a course or membership or a group program, it's often the most missed opportunity. And you may already be doing this, but you always have room for improvement. So if you know me, you know that I'm a data nerd. And I have a client who happens to be a bigger data nerd than me, if you can believe it. And they have over 10,000 members, so a ton of data. So we recently did some playing around with data to determine what is the most important metric that impacts retention. What's the most important activity? Is it time since they last logged into the site? Is it have they completed the core course inside of the program? Is it have they started orientation or completed orientation? What is that most important factor? And what we found in this statistical analysis is that, at least for them, but I'm betting for most memberships and most group programs, it is orientation. Hands down, if somebody has completed or even just started orientation, their retention rate will be higher in the first 3 months of your program than those that haven't. And so, what this means is that oftentimes the easiest lever for you to pull in your business to increase your retention is by creating or overhauling your orientation and onboarding experience. It's why it's often the first thing that I do with clients. We look at onboarding, we break it down with my method, we make sure that it is super simple for people to move through and not only move through once, but to be able to go back through again. But it's a dial that you can turn to get your retention impacted quickly. So if you're focused on all these random retention ideas right now, if you're doing gamification elements and sending all these random things in the mail and offering trials and discounts and months off, I don't know what you're doing to try and keep your people. I want you to just slow down and take some time and look at your orientation and onboarding process. Are you doing a good job getting people oriented to your program? Do they know what their next step is? Do they believe at the end of that orientation that this is possible for them? Are they confident that you are the person to guide them, that they are in the right place? If they're not, you need to redo your orientation. You need to redo your orientation. And that may mean videos inside of your members area. It may mean emails. It may mean text messages. It may mean live calls that get added. Orientation is not just one thing, it's an experience. There are multiple touch points and multiple different mediums, and you need to look at the orientation experience like that to make sure that you're reaching everybody. And if you're not, you need to be tracking completions. How many people have started orientation? How many people have completed orientation? What percentage of your members have done those actions? If you can, take it to another level. Print out some reports. Track, tag people who haven't made progress in orientation, who haven't started it. If somebody hasn't started orientation in 7 days, you probably want to reach out to them. If somebody hasn't completed orientation in the first 21 days, you probably want to reach out to them. But more than anything, you just got to make sure that the beginning of your experience is one that leaves people thinking that they are in the right place, believing that this is possible for them, and knowing their next step. If your orientation doesn't do that, I want you to focus on that. That's your next quarter focus, is your orientation. And I can almost guarantee you that it's going to have a direct impact on retention in your program for those first 3 months, which are often the most crucial months in a member's experience.